And good morning. I was actually ready to go before 4 o'clock, but I just felt prompted that I had to wait till 444, since 4 is the number of Earth and things are being grounded on the Earth in a greater and greater way as these days pass by in this 10th wave now. Anyway. Title for today is 10th Wave, Renew, Restore, Rebuild Our World. For many years now, my prayer has been, renew my mind, restore my soul, rejuvenate my body. In fact, I made a list that I have kept on the wall next to my desk using many re-words. The prefix re means back again, do over, or once more. Today I added another one not on my list, rebuild our world. I'm reminded of a Bible passage found in the 12th chapter of Hebrews. His voice then shook the earth, but now he has promised, yet once more I will shake not only the earth, but also the heaven. This phrase, yet once more, indicates the removal of what is shaken, as of what has been made, in order that what cannot be shaken may remain. I'm also going to take time to read the list. And again, this list has been on my wall right here next to my desk for 6 years. 6 years plus. I'm going to read it all. God renews my mind. God reorders my emotions. God restores my soul. God refreshes my spirit. God regenerates my body. God releases my past. God reforms my faults. God removes my sins. God repays my debt. God repairs my breach. God reverses my decline. God remembers my destiny. God reinforces my defense. God repels my adversaries. God remains my advocate. God rekindles my passion. God reclaims my heritage. God rectifies my finances. God reawakens my DNA. God reunites my heart. God records my longings. God recreates my being. God recruits my helpers. God reveals my connections. God recovers my unity. God recognizes my gifts. God replenishes my supplies. God rejuvenates my love. God revives my relationships. God reveres my individuality. God respects my wishes. God rewards my efforts. God redeems my life. God resurrects myself. God resides in me. God and I are one. I wrote that actually well over 6 years ago. That's probably 15 or 20 years old, I'd say at least. It's something that when I moved here, I was going through papers deciding what to keep and what to throw away, and I posted that on the wall. As I said, fairly early. I moved here in July of 2005, and it's been on the wall most of the time since then. And I don't look at it every day, but I do look at it from time to time. Now, when I say God does all of these things, at the end, I pointed out that God is in me. And God does these things through me. It's not some outside force, God, acting upon me. It's an internal essence, the essence of who I actually am, working within me, bringing change from the inside out. Renewing my mind is something that I need to allow. That's why I can move from the old paradigm to the new paradigm and let go of Bible verses that are contradictory, and religions that no longer make sense. I can release that and let go of it. I can renew my mind. And as I renew my mind, my soul is restored. And as my soul is restored, I remember another Bible verse. Brothers, among all things, I wish that you may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. So when I find my soul being restored, my body does get rejuvenated. My DNA does get reactivated. And that's something that's available to every one of us, especially now when grace is being outpoured as never before. This is in a time of quantum cosmic leap in evolution. A new humanity literally is being created. The kingdom of heaven is being established on the earth. Our world is being rebuilt. And I like that yet once more indicates the removal of what is shaken. What is being shaken is the very foundation of idea. I'm not even talking about the manifestation of the things, but the idea that we are separate is what is being shaken. That is the bedrock of all of this new age stuff that some people in the old age don't like because they like to keep on their old belief systems and stuff like that. But everything that can be shaken will be shaken so that that which cannot be shaken will remain. This is where we are in this 10th wave. This is what is happening on the planet right now. And it's sweeping the entire globe. It's sweeping the corners out where darkness has hidden. Whether it's in religion, whether it's in government, whether it's in corporations, whether it's in institutions of education and so-called higher learning. Whatever it is, the corners are being swept. Everything not under the rug either. For years, the old way has been to sweep it under the rug so that we don't see it. Well, that's not going to do it. That's not going to cut the mustard anymore. That's not going to hold water anymore. We're not going to be able to just get away with sweeping it under the rug and hiding it in the closet somewhere or in the basement. No, everything has to come up. This is the opening of the underworlds. We've been going through that in the 9th wave. It's already occurred. The underworlds are open. That's why we have the Occupy movement that's spreading worldwide like wildfire. It's the flame of freedom that's burning in the human consciousness, the human psyche. It's a collective consciousness, but it's happening individually in our lives, which is why I encourage you now, if you've never done it before, say to whatever you see your Creator as, whatever you see God as, however you define Him, whatever label you put on God, say, please, God, help me to renew my mind, restore my soul, rejuvenate me, so that my world can be rebuilt, so that my life can be redeemed, and the lives of my brothers and sisters, and we can create together, God, you working in us, and us working in you, through you, we can create something, a world that is sustainable, that works for everyone, where the kingdom of heaven is established finally upon the earth, where evil does not prevail, where darkness does not rule, where ignorance is not the common state of being of most of the humans on the planet, where we have knowledge and truth and love and compassion and justice with mercy, where we establish the things that matter, the things that really count, the intangibles, God, that become tangible. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let our faith finally be fulfilled as we that have sought a kingdom whose builder and maker is God finally find the answer to our prayers and the cry of our hearts as we together find our minds renewed, our spirits restored, our souls restored, so that we can together cooperate to co-create with you, God, a new heaven and a new earth. You promise to shake this time not only the earth, but the heavens also. Let these ideas that have been in the heavens, these principalities and powers that have been in the heavens, these damning ideas of separation that have actually led us to freedom through a crazy, mixed up way. Yes, we've wanted to find out what it would be like to be separate from you. Well, you taught us. You taught us. And in teaching us, we fell lower than we thought we could ever fall. And we believed our own illusions. We believed our own lies. But now is the time to liberate us from those lies as we are renewed and restored and rejuvenated and regenerated and rebuilt and redeemed and all the other re's that I read in my list. Father, this is an old list. Mother God, it's time that the father and the mother and her children have a happy family on earth, a time of celebration, a time when we can dance in the streets and celebrate with each other and love one another as you have always loved us, even when we went astray, even when we forgot completely who we were. Your love was unfailing and never ending. And so we're grateful, Father. We're grateful for all that you have done and all that you are doing today in our day and age, right now, as we move on up onto the 11/11, just in 2 days from now, as time reaches a pinnacle point of ascension where we rise up to take back our lives, to take back our world, to take back wholeness and unity, to take back loving compassion and kindness, to take back the attributes that have been in us all along, but were distorted because of our fear, because of our shame, because of our unbelief, because of our refusal and denial of embracing and taking responsibility for that which we had created together. But now you are waking us up, and we are taking responsibility. I am taking responsibility. Many are taking responsibility. You are reconnecting me with my family, both on earth and in the heavens. And you're doing this with everyone else that is willing. Help us to become willing to be willing. Oh, great God, creator of heaven and earth and all that is in there. This is the hour, this is the day, this is the time, this is the yet once more I will shake not only the earth, but the heavens also. It is happening right now in our generation, right now in this 10th wave, right now in 2011, as you help us to come together as one and to help us get beyond our polarizations and our differences and mold us into a humanity that is beautiful, that is awesome, that is creative, so powerfully creative, that we can change everything upon this planet. We can undo all the pollution and all the damage that has been done, not only to the earth and to the various parts of creation upon the earth, but we can renew our own bodies. We can restore our own bodies to our youth again, to our prime, so that we can all live to enjoy everything that you've given us and everything that you've written in our hearts from the beginning of time, from the beginning of this journey into separation consciousness, so that we can transcend that separation consciousness and come into unity consciousness and know beyond the shadow of a doubt that life is interconnected, one gigantic tapestry that is beautiful in its creation. Everything is wonderful, and God is good, and God is great, and God is us, in us, as us, through us. This was the message of the prophets. This was the message of Jesus. This was the message of Buddha. This was the message of Muhammad. This is the true message that everyone is finally hearing with the ears of their heart and beginning to see with the eyes of our heart. God, this is the time. It's now. It's now. It's now. When love transforms everything that has been destructive. It's now. It's happening now. Can you feel it, my friend? Can you feel it now, today? on this, what is this? This is the 6th night, the final night in the 10th wave. Tomorrow is the last day, and then we get to 11/11. And there's so much anticipation, so much expectation. This time, let's not be discouraged. Let's hang on to heaven and say, we accept the shaking. And now let's rebuild and restore. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.